What's going on, fellas? On the way to get my hair braided. I had this on my heart that I want to talk to you about. This is extremely important, man. So make sure y'all pay attention to this video and share it where it needs to be shared with. These red pill content dudes, whatever you want to call them, these dudes who give you a game on how to interact with women. Plenty of channels that have tons of more subscribers than me. You may be subscribed to or may have checked them out. They are not telling you what the title says. Real men do not cheat on women. Real men do not cheat on women. And I'm not, listen, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you can't have multiple women. All I'm saying is they should know. They should know what you're doing. You shouldn't have to hide it, man. That's some little boy stuff. You can't brag and boast and consider yourself a macho man and you got women pulling up on dates when you out with other chicks to pull up on you talking about something, who is this? Feel me? You throwing women's pH levels off. You know what I'm saying? You got women going through your phone finding proof and confronting you about it. When you could just be upfront and let a woman just choose and decide for herself what she wants to do. You dudes are not giving women the choice and the option to decide whether they want to deal with you or not. You are making that choice for them. And again, some of you dudes be throwing their pH levels off, giving them STDs, having babies on them with other females while you're in relationships with them, breaking their hearts, man. Breaking their hearts. You a grown-ass man. Now listen, if you 25 and under, I'm going to give you a pass. Even if you, matter of fact, if you under 30 and you still being a player, running around out here, got multiple females, they don't know about each other, I'm going to give you a pass. And this is not for the dudes that are just casually talking to women. I mean, you're smashing multiple women. Like, they think they're the only ones that you messing with. I'm not talking about dudes who just got five, six, seven different chicks that they interacting with and you ain't smashed none of them yet, and you ain't smashed on a regular basis. That's not what I'm talking about. This is for dudes who have actual multiple girlfriends. Shit, you even have some men that have actual multiple wives out here getting married multiple times, but we're not gonna talk about those dudes. Those are like very isolated incidents. Yeah, man. You gotta let these women know what it is, and they will respect you more. You get what I'm saying? Some women like other women. If you're a dude who you just want to be single for the rest of your life, you don't even want to get into a serious relationship, you may be better off getting with a female that's bisexual, you know, that likes men and women. And then you could bring a female into the bedroom of her choice and of your liking as well here and there. You know, that's honestly what me and my lady have. You know, I cheated on my lady a lot. I was a player. I was actually in another relationship when I met her, and they both knew about each other. Both Caucasian females. And I want to try to avoid saying white and black. So yeah, both Caucasian females, and they both knew about each other, and it was the battle. It was the battle for me. They wanted me to make a decision. Both wanted me to leave the other one, and you know, I ultimately chose, and I made the best decision. You know, she's also into other women, not to the point where she will actually be with another woman and date another woman on a serious level, but you know, every once in a while, if I want to have some fun, we'll bring a female into the bedroom. And I have made a movie out of it a few times. I actually have some movies, you know, that I keep personally. And the females know they were recorded. I didn't do no weirdo stuff recording behind their backs or nothing. They knew what it was. But yeah, man, being a player is stressful, man. Being a cheater is stressful, especially when you get caught. You know, being caught is just a crazy situation. You could lose two at once, and then these females end up becoming friends, and they want to ally up against you. And make sure you don't cheat on any other females in the future. You may have a female that'll sick her brothers on you. You know what I mean? Have her brothers come and beat you up or threaten you. You know? You may have women that are popping up to your house, slashing your tires, you know, breaking your windows, calling your job, you know, making false claims at your job. You know? Hey man, the worst case scenario, that grape. Putting that grape charge on you, saying that you forcefully forced yourself on her, and now you, if you become guilty, now you got to register. You got to register as an offender for the rest of your life, all because you want to be a player. You want to have your cake and eat it too. Again, fellas, there is nothing wrong with having multiple women, but they have to know about each other. They have to know about what's going on, because a woman's scorn can leave you torn. You know, and when a woman's fed up, there's nothing you can do about it, like R. Kelly said. And you being a player, being a cheater, making her think She's the only one you're telling I love you, the only one you're making love to. That definitely could leave you in a terrible situation, man. A terrible, terrible situation. And I'm very surprised that none of these dudes that be trying to give you guys game on dealing with women and how to interact with women, I'm very surprised they're not telling you this. You know, on not to be a player in the right way, about having multiple women. You know, these dudes, a lot of these dudes are setting you up for failure. A lot of you dudes can't even handle more than one female. Sometimes one female is too much for you dudes. So trying to juggle 2, 3, 4 or more, you're way in over your head. Way in over your head. Excuse me. And honestly, in these days and times, I wouldn't even suggest being a player in general. You know? It's really desperate. Females are really desperate, man. Everybody's desperate. We're living in really, really desperate times. And we're living in times where a lot of people just aren't in the right mind a lot of times when they make decisions. And you guys have to remember, a lot of these females are on medications. A lot of these females that you dudes consider bad and sexy and have the nice bodies and stuff like that, they are on antidepressants. So imagine if she doesn't take her medicine. Straight up Kanye. Imagine a female Kanye you got to deal with and try to fight off. Imagine putting yourself in that type of situation. You dudes are not thinking about this, man. You're only thinking with one head. And again, how can you brag and boast? How can you consider yourself a strong, masculine man if you're scared to lose a female? See, most of you dudes can't even afford to have multiple females. A lot of these broke bum dudes trying to be players, man. I was there. I'm not gonna lie. I'll admit it. I was there. But most of the time, only a man with money can have multiple females and they all know about each other and they'd be okay with it. You know, when I was doing my dirt, this was like, you know what I'm saying? This was 10 years ago. Times were different back then. You know, women didn't really care about you having money and all that stuff. On top of the fact, I'm a handsome dude, you know what I'm saying? I'm not an ugly dude. So, and my pipe game, incredible. I'm not gonna lie. If I could say it's the best in the freaking world, I'm the best dude, I would say it, but I know what I'm doing. But yeah, a lot of you dudes, man, if a woman found out you was trying to be a player, she'd be done with you. A lot of you dudes don't have your stuff together. And I'm not saying you particularly watching, maybe somebody you know, or maybe you watching. No disrespect, but a lot of you dudes are on the come up. You're still working at it. You're still perfecting your craft. And a woman sees you as, oh, she wants to build you up. Because there are women out there like that. I've experienced plenty of women that didn't care that I didn't have much. They wanted to build me up and support me. And they saw the good in me. I had older white women all the time telling me, white women I smashed and was dating for a short period of time, they would tell me, listen, you're so smart, you have so much potential. And I didn't see it. I didn't see what they could see, but they saw something in me. You know, maybe here what I'm doing right now today is what they were talking about. I don't know. Only God knows. But yeah, man, some women don't mind building a man up. And you dudes, if a woman found out that you was cheating, trying to be a player, she's done with you because you don't really have much to offer besides your good looks and your good pipe game. And a woman can find that anywhere. But like I said, in these times we live in, women will deal with a man who's a cheater, a player, even a man who's down low. Let's be honest. Even a man who's in a closet, man, who's giving it to other men or having it taken by other men. You know what I'm saying? Giving his booty up or taking booty, other men booty, taking other men butt, straight like that. Women will be with a man like that if he has money and he will provide, pay their bills, pay some type of bills, you know? And it's sad. I mean, just look at the rap industry. Look at celebrities. They are a perfect example. A lot of these rappers, man, they got to go to attend these Diddy parties, and it's nothing to joke about. They got to attend these parties of that white dude. What's the white dude that was throwing the all-white parties? That little baby got caught up in that picture. You know, they got to, Michael Rubin, they got to attend those type of parties. And I'm sorry, man, not everything is for the camera. When the camera's off, these dudes are doing homo sapien things, man. Hit the like button if you're still here. Even in the NBA. Who started smacking men on their butts? Who started that? Like, when did that become a thing? That smacking a man on his butt, like the coach if he made a good play, or other players on the bench smacking their butt when they come back. to take a break, to take a timeout. What is that? Smacking each other on the butt. Like, you dudes still watch basketball, love basketball, NFL, and all these sports where you're allowed to do that type of stuff, and you consider yourself masculine and straight. How? You watch the sport where the dude just scored 3 points, he walked back to the bench for the timeout or the halftime, and he smacked him on his butt as a good job. You watching this, you wouldn't let a man smack you on your butt, right? You would smack him in the face, right? Or punch him in the face, right? So why are you okay watching a sport where men are openly just doing this and kiki and ha-ha smile like it's okay? Like, that's what I don't get. Even in the streets, in real street ball, like when you playing ball with your friends, y'all don't smack each other on the butt after y'all just beat that five. That the next five said we up next. Good game. Smack each other on the butt. No. So why are you watching that in the NBA? Why is it okay in the NBA? That's why I said, man, these females are okay dating men that are down low and homosexual as long as they're paying some type of bill. So yeah, fellas, unless you're making 6 figures and you have that kind of money, more than likely a woman is not going to be okay, even if you're upfront with her and tell her, listen, I'm messing with you and a few other females. Are you okay with that? You know, if you're not making the kind of money to take care of them, but you're not whatever doing what you can to provide, they're not going to be okay with it, more than likely. But yeah, fellas, I want to end this video because I'm almost where I got to be. I just wanted to tell you that, man. Real men don't cheat, man. You're still immature. You're still a little ass boy. You're not a full-grown man if you are cheating behind a woman's back, man. If you got to hide your phone, if you got to put locks on your phone, put your phone face down and shit, and all that stuff. If you want to borrow your car, you got to say wait because, you know, you got to clean it out. You just got through fucking in it last night or last week. Excuse my language. Or whatever your situation is, you know what I'm saying? You meeting up with a chick on your break, your lunch break. You're meeting up with her to get a quickie in. This one chick. Your lady don't know nothing about it. Come on, man. You can't be doing that type of stuff. Like I said, you could be throwing her pH levels off. You could bring her back an STD, or you could get that female pregnant. Now what? You know, it's better off when you get a woman that doesn't mind you bringing a female into the bedroom here and there. You get the paperwork done beforehand, make sure everybody's clean, and you go from there. All right? So hit the like button if you mess with the video. Again, share this video with somebody who needs to hear it, but please hit the like button. It helps the algorithm, helps the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure your notifications are set to all. I'm gonna catch you on the next one, all right? I appreciate you all, man. Whoever's already subscribing and comments, I appreciate the comments. I appreciate everything, man. That means a lot to me, man. Keep commenting. Peace and love.